Guys, we are in tough economic times, and most people are having a lot of trouble making ends meet. And that's one of the things I hear most often when people leave comments as to why they can't prep is because of a lack of money. And I can definitely see that because of inflation caused by this massive money printing that the government has been doing now for ever. We're $34 trillion in debt officially, and that keeps growing. I made a video yesterday about the inflation in the economy because it's so bad and it's not going to get any better. And if you have a job, then you are stuck making a certain salary, a certain hourly wage. If you have a small business, you can put more time into that and you can actually earn more. Actually, the earning potential is unlimited when you have your own business. No one really gets rich by working for someone else. You have to run your own business. I wrote this article here in April 11th, 2018, so it's been a while back. 31 ways to make money in rural areas with low startup cost. And guys, when I was writing this article, I handpicked these topics, these home businesses, because they could be ran from home. If you have to go out and rent an office or buy office space to work from, you're going to have to make more to be able to earn actual profit. If you're working from home, then you can earn less and still make a profit because you don't have that overhead. So if you can work at home, that's why I picked these businesses right here, these 31 ways to make money at home. Plus, these can be done, part-time starting out, maybe working the full-time, or you can stay, at a part-time income, maybe work these in the weekend, the evening time when you get off from your regular job to earn extra money. But try to figure out something that you would like to do, because if you're having to do a job, go to work, or run a business, doing something you just hate is not going to work. You want to be doing something that you would like actually doing. You want it to be fun if possible, or at least something to keep your mind occupied and to keep you interested for long periods of time. Because like I said, if you hate what you do, you're going to be in misery, and you definitely don't want that. And these jobs I picked, like I said, can be done from home. You may have to go out from your home to do a few of these jobs, but your main office space can be still at home, and you can still have no overhead office expenses. So that is good also. And you can do these more than likely with tools you already have, especially if you already have some of these skills. 31 ways to make money in rural areas. And number 1, start a blog. This is the way I started it out online, is with a blog, written content. And at the time, written content was very popular. I had a prepping blog that was extremely popular. I would get 15 to 25,000 views every day on that blog, and that was a huge number, of people coming to a website every single day. I had a huge community, and I was actually making pretty good money running that blog. However, unfortunately, over time, traffic to the blog slowed down, and it actually trickled down to pretty much just a few hundred views per day because people stopped reading online content, and blogs became less important, and people moved to video content here on YouTube. So most people now, instead of searching for information online through, Google search, they will go to YouTube to search to watch video content. So you're better off now to be on YouTube actually, but it's still very difficult to make any real money here on YouTube. You need to have, a blog plus a YouTube channel, have both working together to earn an income. If you're relying on the Google AdSense, the ads that pop up on YouTube videos, you're going to have to get a huge amount of views to actually make any real decent money. If you are saying the prepper niche, you're going to have to get views like, Canadian Prepper, who gets 250, 300,000 views average every single video. If you're pulling that many views, you can make some really good money here on YouTube, thousands and thousands of dollars every day actually with all the videos over time. However, most people can't get to that level. If you get, 10,000 views on a video, which is my average, you'll make a little over $1,000 a month. That's pretty much what I make here on YouTube now from the ads. So you're better off to have, a product to sell through your website and through your YouTube channel. If you can package content to sell information, that works good. If you can make a product to sell, a physical product to sell, for example, if you have a channel about making knives, you can use the channel to show you making the knife. And you can use your website and YouTube channel to actually sell that knife to people who watch, your videos. Figure out something, but try to rely more on a physical product or a digital product than you do the Google AdSense because you want to get a lot of views to make a decent living from just the ads. So like I said, better off to have both a blog and a YouTube channel and a product to sell. Woodworking. This sounds scary to a lot of people. Woodworking. I'm not a woodworker. I can't do this. But it doesn't have to be, anything really complicated. You can make things like porch swings, birdhouses, picnic tables, dog houses, and sell these. You can build in your home workshop and you can sell right from home, or you can build like porch swings, for example, and when you get several built, you can load those up and go set beside the road. In some places you will have to have a permit to sell. I didn't worry about it here when I did this, so find out the laws in your area and act accordingly. But you can build, things like porch swings, rockers, and things like that, and then go set beside the road, for example, or set up at the flea market or have a yard sale at your house and display those and sell those products to people who need those products. Doesn't have to be very complicated. And, if you don't know how to build anything, start out working at it. Get some plans, build it. It won't be worth a crap the first one you build. Second one will be a little better. Third one will be a little bit better. But after you keep building the same thing several times, you'll get the hang of it. You'll get good at it. You can do it a lot more quickly and a lot better quality. Quality that's good enough to actually sell to someone else. So it doesn't have to be, complicated. Take birdhouses, for example. You can build birdhouses. You can build things like wind chimes, stuff people will buy. There's all kinds of different crafts and products that you can build. You can sell from your home shop. You can set up, like I said, beside the road. You can go to flea markets and things to set up to sell. On the weekends, you can make pretty good money doing this. You can actually sell online. However, with certain things, like porch swings, it's difficult to sell online because you'd have to ship those things out, and it's large and heavy and things, so that's not really a good thing. If you're making things like decorative birdhouses and things like that, you can sell those online. Lots of different woodworking products you can actually sell online from your own shop. Different ways to do that. Number 3, answer surveys. This was working when I wrote this article several years ago. I don't know about it now. I have never done this myself. However, I knew people who were actually doing this and making a few extra dollars a month. Nothing big, but it's part-time. They can make a little extra money doing this. Groom and train dogs. If you like dogs, have skills, of course you can do this. There's courses you can take, books you can get about grooming and things. You can do this from home, and you can make pretty good money doing this. Just put ads in the newspaper, put ads in your yellow pages of your phone book, open up a Facebook page specifically about your business and show photographs of your work, if you groom animals and things. I know a lot of dogs hate having their toenails cut, and a lot of people hate doing that. But you can open up a business doing that, washing the dogs, taking care of the dogs, training the dogs. Pretty good business, actually. And babysit children, this is good for a lot of people, and you can do this from home. You may have to get licensed and things like that, depending on where you are, how many kids you take in and things like that. But it can be done. Look into the laws and regulations in your county, your state, your local area, and follow the laws and things about child care, because you want to make sure those kids are well protected, and you want to have a certain setup so parents will be happy to bring their children to you and trust you to take care of those children. You want to have a really good reputation also, and a really, really clean home. If you're babysitting for a couple of people, if you have friends at work that have small children, you can babysit for those people and probably get by with a lot more than you could. As far as the law goes, you still have to take care of the children, obviously, and feed those children, make sure they're safe and healthy and warm and everything. But if you're working and babysitting, some children from your friends and family and things like that, they go work and they pay you for doing this, then that's another option. Be a handyman. If you can do plumbing work, carpentry work, building work, you can be a handyman. All you need to use is a pickup truck and some tools, and you can go do handyman work. Advertise the same way, ads in your newspaper, open up a Facebook account and put your information on the Facebook account, take pictures of your work, put on that. Different ways. You might open up a full website for handyman services for your area. All kinds of ways to make money being a handyman. You can stay busy all the time. And if you are certified to do, electrical work and things like that, you can make some huge money doing this. It can actually be expanded out and hire employees and everything into a huge income-producing business if you wanted to go that far. There's actually books about running a handyman business Clean homes, pretty self-explanatory. Moving service, if you have a truck or you can rent a U-Haul, don't even have to own a truck for that matter. You can rent, U-Hauls and things for every moving job you do, and you can go in and you can load up people's belongings in the truck, ship those somewhere else, take those out, and save those people having to do that work themselves. Because some people physically aren't able to actually move. They don't have the trucks, the skills and things, but you will need to be insured because lots of things can go wrong. And if you damage people's property, you definitely want to have insurance for this moving service. You can make good money and stay busy doing this, especially now with everyone moving around. Take photographs. And I talk about how to do that here. You can get a camera, take photographs. You can sell those to different online outlets and things that people use, because people will take photographs, sell those photographs to stock photo companies that's online, and then other people will pay memberships to be able to use those photos. So that's how you make money doing that. You can take wedding photographs and things like that also. Wash and detail cars can be done from home, pretty self-explanatory. Teach a skill. If you have skills, you can teach those. Are you good at sewing, cooking, auto mechanics, taxidermy, martial arts, gardening? You can set up and teach your skills. People want to learn skills, like homesteading skills, for example. You can set up, you can charge people to learn different skills, homesteading skills. Any type of skill you have, someone wants to learn that skill, especially that skill is a skill to better their life or allow them to make money themselves. So if you can teach that skill, people will pay you to learn that skill. Grow and sell fresh produce. If you have a large farm area, you can obviously grow and sell fresh produce. Again, there's different laws about this. I'll follow all the laws and things. But take, for example, here where I am, I can grow tomatoes and I can sell those to a local restaurant up in town. I can sell as many as I can grow. So it's a good business. You can also set up your own, like set beside the road if you have a truck and sell your produce. If you have a bunch of corn, for example, you can load it up and set beside the road and sell that by the bushel. It's not going to get you rich, but you can make some extra money doing that. Sell eggs, same thing. If you have a small farm, you can sell produce, you can sell eggs, pick and sell blackberries. It used to be a decent little business here where I am, but for some reason, there's not nearly as many blackberries as there used to be. It used to be they were beside the road and all the fields. You could just pick and pick and pick and pick and pick and pick until you was blue in the hands from picking blackberries. But now there's not as many around, but people would buy these to make jellies and jams and things with. It's not as big a business as it used to be, but maybe make a few extra dollars doing this. You might be able to combine several of these different businesses together to actually earn a living. Dig or grow ginseng and other roots. This used to be big. I've not been into this in a long time. I used to actually go in the woods and dig wild ginseng. You have to dig at a certain time of the year, follow laws and things like that, but you can make some good money doing this. My grandpa did this. I did this. My dad did this. So it definitely is a business, or at least it used to be. I've not checked into it in a while, actually. Like I said, I wrote this article in 2018, so some of the things may have changed. But you can look into this and see if it's still easy to sell, what the prices are on this. You can also grow, ginseng and golden seal and things like that and make a profit from that. However, I found, or that's what it used to be anyway, that the wild-grown ginseng you can make more profit off of that than you could growing homegrown ginseng. Pest control. If you remember the show Call the Wild Man, I think it was, with the guy in Kentucky, and he would go and catch pests, snakes and things in people's homes. You can do something like that. I wouldn't advise, Call the Wild Man. I actually put a link to it here. I wouldn't advise doing it by hand. I would advise using traps and things like that and removing things from people's property. But you can definitely make money doing this. Cut and sell firewood. Depending on your location, if you have a lot of timber operations in your area, you can actually go through and talk to the owner, and most of the time they'll let you cut firewood from the stuff they can't use, like the limbs and things they cut off they can't use for logs. You can get those for free and cut those up in the firewood and sell that. It's a good business, especially in the fall, because people know they're getting time close to winter time and they're stocking up on firewood, and you can have a pretty good business selling firewood. Hiking guide. If you have, like a nice hiking trails where you are, like right here I have a national forest not far from where I live at with hiking trails. You could set up a business as a hiking guide. People come from all over the world, all over the country, here to hike. And if you have a guide service set up, you can make some extra money by running a guide service. Fishing and hunting guide, pretty much the same thing. And guys, number 20, trapping and sell pelts. It used to be big business at one time, but now with all the anti-hunting things and veganism and stuff like that, people thinking animals have the same rights as humans, it's not as big of a business as it used to be, but you might be able to still make a few bucks doing this depending on where you live at. You're better off in the northern areas because the pelts are better quality in northern areas because of the colder weather. But it's something to look into, and it could be, an opportunity to earn a few extra bucks. Panning for gold, same thing as this up here. It depends on where you are. You can look at videos and get books about doing this. Writing, if you can write, have a skill, writing articles, you can freelance write magazine articles and things like that, write for newspapers. You can do different things. Work on Fiverr, Upwork, and services where you can post that you do these type of jobs. People come to those sites, they will see your resume, and they can hire you to do these type of jobs. Raise and sell stock, livestock. If you raise more chickens, rabbits, goats, cows, or whatever than you need on your own homestead, then you can make extra money by selling off your surplus. So that's a business right there. You can sell, if you have extra chickens, you can sell those. I have a cousin that actually raises gamecocks, fighting chickens, and he can make pretty good money by selling those. So that's something to think about also. Mobile repair service. This is if you have a truck and tools and are good at auto mechanics, someone breaks down, instead of having that person call a record or rollback to get your vehicle and bring to your garage is portable. You have your truck, your jacks and everything, all your tools are on your truck. They can call you. You can go to where they're broke down at and try to do that repair there beside the road where they're broke down at. If they have a flat and don't want to change that, they can call you. You can go out and change that. If they break down, if their car overheats, they have belts breaking things, they can call you, call your service. You can get in your truck with all your tools and things. You can go fix that. Mobile repair service. Lawn care and landscaping, pretty self-explanatory. Mowing and things like that. You can do cemetery, taking care of cemeteries and things like that. People's homes, businesses, you can get contracts. You can take, a lot of places will take bids and give the job to the lowest bidder. When I was younger, my dad and we took care of this huge graveyard and cemetery. And it took all week to mow that, take care of that, but we had to make a bid on that, and they chose the lowest bidder. Actually, we were the lowest bidder. So that's something to look into. You can get all kinds of work during the summer months. Sell honey. This more than likely is going to be a full-time business, but you can combine this with others that we already talked about, or just the ones after this. You can combine and hopefully earn a full-time income with all these different businesses combined. Make and sell crafts. We kind of talked about this with the woodworking. However, here I have bird feeders, wooden toys, blankets, leather gun holsters, and things like that. If you can make things, anything, any kind of craft, any kind of home products, you can sell these. Like I said, set up beside the road, sell from your own shop at your house, sell at flea markets and things like that. You can sell online. There's all kinds of ways, guys, to make extra profits, extra money. Mobile welding service. This here could be combined with the mobile repair service. So you have your generators and things set up where you can run your welters off your truck. You can go different places and do welding jobs and things like that. Extra money. Gunsmith work. It takes skill, but it can be done. If you are set up to do this, I've done this. You can earn decent money doing this. It's not usually a full-time job. You're not going to get rich doing this, most likely. However, you can earn some extra money, and it's something that most of us who do this type of work like to do. So it can be fun also. Computer repair. This used to be really popular. However, now computers have got to the point that most people, if they break down, they will take it and toss it and get another one. So it's not as big a business as it used to be, but it still could earn some extra income on the side. Selling on eBay, it used to be really popular when I wrote this article, and it still is a possibility. It still can be done. There's also things like selling on Amazon FBA, I think that it's called. Different places to sell now than it was when people were selling mostly on eBay. I've done this also. I sold a lot of books on eBay and different things. I made decent money actually doing this. That was before I started blogging. Anyways, guys, hopefully this helps. I'll link this article down below so you can check this out for yourself. Hopefully you got some ideas from this article to make some extra money, because I know things are difficult right now and it's not going to get any better. And the good thing about a lot of these, when the economic crash happens, you can do a lot of these jobs still, and instead of getting cash, you can barter your skills and things for other things that you need with your neighbors and things like that. So it can be turned into a post-collapse type business after economic collapse. So anyways, guys, if you liked the video, give it a big thumbs up. Thanks for watching. I'm the Creekmore Matter, and I'll see you all in the next video, hopefully.